possibility of trade disruptions post-Brexit after 31st December 2020. The deal was signed in London by International Trade Minister Ranil Jayawardena and Cabinet Secretary for Trade Betty Maina. Brenda Kerubo with the details.
In the past, Kenya has accessed the European Union and, in extension, the United Kingdom market on a duty-free and quota-free basis on temporary conditions given under the EU market access regulation. But the UK formally exited the European Union on 31st January 2020. This means the UK will remain part of the EU Customs Union and EU Single Customs Territory until 31st December 2020. Kenya therefore had to negotiate a new trade deal with the United Kingdom.
In negotiating this agreement with the UK alone, this was not the desired path. We would have liked to negotiate with the other East African countries, but we had a deadline. We had a deadline of 31st December 2020, after which the terms of trade with the UK would have been less favorable to Kenya than other East African countries.
The UK is departing from the EU, and we have the end of our transition period from the EU at the end of this year. And one of the impacts of that is that we need to do a whole separate set of trade deals with countries that were formerly covered under EU agreements.
The negotiations for the agreement were based on the EU EAC EPA text. Simply put, the newly concluded agreement replicates the effects and benefits of the original economic agreement that had been agreed and initiated by the EAC and EU.
It shouldn't make any difference for Kenya because the free trade agreement between our two countries will cover off both of those scenarios, both options. And of course, at some point, we would love for the rest of the EAC to be also covered by the trade agreement. And when the other EAC countries are ready, then we will be ready to include them in this agreement as well.
The UK has consistently ranked in the top 5 export destinations for Kenyan products, with an annual average value of about 39 billion shillings for the last 5 years. Exports include tea, edible vegetables, cut flowers and fruits.
So it's really important to us to make sure that those goods could still go to the UK at the existing prices, because if there wasn't an agreement, there would have been additional tariffs on that, additional costs for Kenyan businesses. And, you know, with COVID, nobody wants more costs on their businesses. We want to carry on doing the trading between our two countries that we've done for many years.
Out of this agreement, because of the flexible rules that enables us to import raw materials from elsewhere, process them here, and then sell to the UK, we can realize greater industrialization. An example may be textiles. We import a lot of fabric from other countries, but then we stitch it here and then sell. So we are able to use those sort of flexible rules.
The provisions of the Economic Partnership Agreement will apply from 1st January 2021. Brenda Kerubo, KTN News.
On to some agriculture news now.